Welcome everyone to Mets Baseball Recap for April 17th. We have a doubleheader to cover, and normally we start things off with the win and loss of the game, but because today was a split, we're going to start with not mentioning which game was which. Or should we? Yeah, screw it, what does it say? The Mets got a win in game one, so we're going to give that a up. And we'll get to game two after we get through game one. We're also going to give a positive, because you got to give a positive to the Mets fans out in Colorado. They were electric. They were loud. At one point, I was like, does Colorado fans even go to Colorado games? Because you couldn't hear them until they took the lead. But that's a little later. We'll get to that one. We are going to give a negative though to the Mets offense because in that first inning, we had a chance to score some runs, and back-to-back strikeouts from Smith and Alonso led to nothing. To be fair, though, Smith's strikeout was not really his fault. That umpire had a weird strike zone, and if you're left-handed, that strike zone was about a couple inches off the plate. We are going to give a positive, though. There is a big positive here, and that is with Conforto. Conforto got a base hit, two base hits to be quite honest, and we're hoping he finally breaks out. I did say he was looking better with each with his bat the day before, or not the day before, the game before, because it was 2 days already, and it was definitely a positive sign. No, because he wasn't swinging at bad pitches. He was definitely looking, and taking pitches that were just not hittable. So to see him get two hits, good thing. We'll have more on Conforto a little later, though, because but we'll get there when we get there. We also got to give a positive to DeGrom. DeGrom was trying to fight for a no DH rule on the National League. He got a lovely base hit. He got two base hits, to be fair, and actually scored the first match run. So kudos to DeGrom on that. So he had a 1-0 lead. And this is where we're going to get a big down. Because in the fifth inning, McNeil led the inning off of an error, which then ended up leading to 3 unearned runs. It was a disaster inning. DeGrom was visually upset, especially because he was rolling. He had 9 strikeouts in a row, and he was trying to get that 10th strikeout, and unfortunately could not get it. But he pitched wonderful. Nothing wrong with what he did. And again, 0 earned runs. So we are going to give DeGrom a very big up there because 6 innings of no unearned runs, and 14 strikeouts. DeGrom is the best in the world. We all know that. We're also going to give Alonso a big positive because Alonso did hit a solo shot in the 6th inning to get the Mets at least a run closer. And let's be honest, let's give the Mets another big up here because the Mets came back. 2 runs in the 7th inning. The offense definitely still needs work because they should have scored a lot more than 2 runs. But 2 runs gave the Mets a 1-run lead over them. And we got to give Diaz definitely a big up. Got his first save. And like I said, Diaz should be used on safe situations only because there's no reasons else to use him. He got 3 strikeouts in the inning to get the Mets their victory for that first game. We're going to give DeGrom a big up here as well because it's DeGrom's first win. Well deserved. Now we jump to game 2. And game 2 starts with a big down because the lineup for game 2 was horrendous. And that is on Luis Rojas. And like I said, Conforto, as much as I said, good for him to breaking out of that slump and everything, should not be batting third. No matter what lineup you throw out there, he should not batting third. He batted third, and then on top of that, Davis, who made his return in the first game, sat for the second game, and Smith also sat for the second game. So that's a big down. Your lineup is already much weaker than it should be, and I don't know what goes in their head. Villar and Pilar, are 2 people who should not be playing over Smith and Davis, or even Guillorme for that. We also got to give a big down because the Mets, that 3-run first inning for the Rockies just That's all you needed. The Mets offense was dead completely, so that's going to get them down as well. The Mets only scored two hits in game two. Two hits. So it was bad. It was just overall bad. So the Mets could lose game two, so we got to give a big down there. And that's the numbers for today. The Mets split the doubleheader. We go back out there tomorrow, and hopefully the Mets could win the series. The Mets are doing well, and there's still a lot of things to talk about. Lindor right now doesn't seem to have what he was doing at the end of spring training, and it could be the stop and go of the Mets series, because the Mets keep playing games, not playing games, and I think they had like 7 missed games already. So it's bad. It's real bad. But hopefully, the Mets can finally start playing games. And tomorrow, Stroman goes out for the Mets. And Stroman's been amazing this season. So let's cross our fingers. And hopefully the Mets could pull out the series win. Until then, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about the DH rule. I commented on another video, and I said I don't like this new DH rule that they're talking about, where the DH will only be implemented for the starting pitcher, and then you lose the DH. I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. And if you guys want me to hear my opinion on that rule, let me know in the comments. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for Mets baseball recap. Did I say Mets or Mets? I said Mets. The Mets baseball recap. I love the Mets. The Mets.